Quarterback, I have as a team need. Receiver, as a team need. Running back, cornerback, defensive tackle, but need to figure out the quarterback. I think that's not surprising to anybody. They are second in cap space, just under 100 million right now. We've talked about this a little. I think Darnold's the guy that makes sense for them. I think they go with a vet. You don't sign Pete Carroll as your head coach to like do a full long rebuild and really revamp it. It's more kind of like a reload type of head coach to me. Not that this team is reloading for much, but they signed Chip Kelly. I don't think Russell Wilson is a great fit with Chip Kelly's offense, which we've talked about. That's why I'm kind of thinking they're the Darnold team. They have the money for it, but man, Darnold, Tep McMillan, that could really sign me up, really get me going, even if I think they have other spots that they have to fill. But that's just where I went with. Quarterback, obviously, pass catcher is second, and then really they can't go wrong addressing anywhere else.
Yeah, their offensive line's functional.
It's fine.
I think it's good. It's a good unit. They could maybe use like a right tackle, but I think functional quarterback play, which I don't know. I Darnold is. We'll see.
I know, right?
We'll see. But I think he can give you some stretches, and it's just how much money are you paying him? How truly committed are you to the thing with like the Giants and Daniel Jones? It wasn't that they signed Daniel Jones to an extension. It's that they didn't have to, and it's not like they gave him top of market. Like they were able to get out of it after 2 years, and they designed it that way. I think if you give Darnold an extension, you sign him in free agency, you want to give him kind of that Daniel Jones type of, we can rip the chute on this one in 2 years. We don't want to be tied to him forever. And I think they probably will. This would make sense as that team, because other than running back, they're also, well, they need another receiver too. They're another team that like Jacoby Myers can play inside, he can play outside. So get one more, like a McMillan type would be really cool there. And they do need a running back for sure. But otherwise, like this is, I don't know, actually. And now that I'm saying it, I don't know if this is the team I want to see Sam Darnold on. I kind of want to see them take maybe like a punt year at quarterback too. And I mean, really, we talked about the original Pete Carroll Seahawks teams, just putts around with a couple of different veterans and still go 7-9. I think that's possible. I don't know. The more I think about the Raiders committing to Darnold, it's just, I don't know, makes me a little nervous.
It's funny. We talked about this last week, but it was Stafford and Darnold. I keep coming back to kind of the same thing. It's like any team that I could see them ending up on, they better have an offensive line, because if they don't, it's not going to be pretty. And then you get to the point of, well, do these teams even have that? Like, that's why the Steelers is one that actually kind of makes sense, because they have a young. Yeah. That's one where it's like with Stafford, I'm like, okay, that makes. Oh, okay, actually, but like a lot of them, it just feels like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like, you know, if you're doing this, and it's like, okay, we got the quarterback, and it's like, all right, well, who cares? Do you got the quarterback? He's still getting clotheslined every snap. So even if they want to go Cam Ward or Shedeur, which seems like the consensus two guys. Shedeur Sanders, like even for them, like I don't know if the team makeup makes sense. They're just, and then they have Max Crosby, they have Christian Wilkins. Crosby's now kind of like maybe you looking at getting traded, like, or trying to like start those fires. It's just it's a weird situation. It's just such a weird team. Like signing Chip Kelly was like a total like, okay, all right, I can guarantee they take a running back on day 2. I guarantee that in some way, shape, or form. But what they decide, quarterback's going to decide a lot, and any answer here makes sense too. Like as far as like, I would say makes sense, but I could see them doing it.